Howdy, my name is Good Guy Michael to my YouTube channel. Welcome to a quick and dirty vlog where I talk about things that interest me, optimistically interest you, and affect all of us on this big blue pebble we call Earth. So, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to talk about something that never upset anybody or caused any sort of turmoil: money. Oh dear, it's a good one. We're just tackling good stuff. Money. What are we talking about money? And why are we talking about money? Well, the reason why is because, well, as you can see, I came from school recently where I did a presentation where I was talking about business, and I was recently redoing my Patreon where I was, adjusting the money and stuff. And when I took back and I kind of looked at it, my first instinct was I felt a little weird and dirty. Like asking people for money and wanting that money felt bad for a second. And I was like, why is that? Because at the end of the day, there's nothing inherently bad with money. A lot of people say money is the root of all of our problems, which is a weird statement because at the end of the day, what is money? Well, yes, money is something that you can trade with another person and you can get things, right? But it's because when humans first started and we were a basic civilization, we had trading cultures where we would trade for things. So, for instance, I am a terrible fisherman, but I'm decent with building wood. So I would need food, right? I'd need fish to eat. So I'd go out and I'd chop down a tree and I'd build a chair and I'd bring a chair over to my friend Eric, who is a great fisherman. And I'd be like, I need to eat. So how many fish will you give me for this? And you go, I'll give you 8 fish. And then Eric, Eric's not good at something else. And so he trades fish for that. Or I trade my chair for, somebody, making sure that I don't get killed or, to help protect me. And that's, how society used to work. And that was all great and dandy back when you had maybe 8 people. But once you get to millions and billions of people like our population is now, that suddenly doesn't work out too well, especially when you have people who are exchanging goods thousands of miles away. And, when you're exchanging goods that are kind of hard to put your finger on, like this video. To an extent, this video and this opinion and me talking with you guys is a service. It's an entertainment. So how do you quantify how many fish a service is worth or how many chairs a service is worth versus fish? And what if it's a good year for fish but a bad year for trees, right? So we came up with money. And essentially money is a quantification of labor and the difficulty of that labor. If somebody is providing a basic labor, it costs less money and they receive less money. If somebody's performing a more advanced labor that's more strenuous and stuff like that, they get more money. So that's the basic reason behind why doctors get paid more, than, other professions. Because a doctor, you have to go through so much school and you have to learn so much, right? It's a very difficult thing and you're holding somebody's life in your hands. And if you screw up, somebody dies. And so to put on that much stress and responsibility on their shoulders, they get paid more money. Now, whether that is wrong or right is a discussion for another day, and we're not really discussing that, but we're discussing then why does the concept of he does that because he wants money or he wanting money, why is that a bad social faux pas in our society? And the reason why, or at least the reason why I see it, is because it's like alcohol or drugs, or video games, moderation, or even food, right? At the end of the day, money's a lot like food because you need money to survive in this society because you need money to pay for food, right? You need to, so that you can eat or put a roof over your head, stuff like that, or pay for healthcare so you don't die of preventable diseases. You need money for all that. So, the thing is that when that lust for money gets uncontrollable and consumes your life, then is the problem, right? That's when the issues start, much like alcohol. 1 or 2 drinks when you're of age is not a bad thing, maybe even 3 drinks. Occasionally, people can even get drunk with their friends as long as they're in a safe situation and it's not detracting from some other project that they're supposed to be doing. Getting pissed drunk can be fun. But the thing is when you get pissed drunk every other day and it interferes with your normal life and your social life and your other responsibilities such as your job, that is when it becomes an issue. And that is the same for money. When somebody's love and craving for money gets so much that it interferes with their social life and their jobs and their general happiness, that's when it becomes an issue. So at the end of the day, that's what I wanted to talk about, because honestly, there's a point where money does make you happier. The studies say that about $80,000 a year of an income makes you the happiest that money can make you. But once you get past that point, it actually becomes a negative degree where it makes you less and less happy, and you get more and more stressed, and people tend to be generally less happy. So $80,000 a year tends to be the pinnacle of happiness. And honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with going for that. If somebody wants to go for that, let them, especially if they're tracking down their dream, like doing YouTube or being an artist or being a doctor. If it's your passion, god damn it, you should get paid for it, and you should get paid well, and you should want to get paid for it. There's nothing wrong for wanting to get good compensation for something that you are good at, as long as it does not consume your life. So that's my challenge for you guys today, is I want you to go and evaluate your life and your passions and stuff like that, and make sure that, nothing is too out of control, but also don't feel bad for things that you shouldn't feel bad about. There's nothing wrong with wanting a well-paying job. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful and having a nice house to live in and provide for your family, and or even just yourself to have nice food on the table. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't become a detriment to yourself or the others around you. Remember, a good rule to live by is don't be a cock. There you go. That's a lot of, at the end of the day, be a good guy and don't be a dick. That's a rule to really live by. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I actually am starting up a Patreon. Well, I started up a while ago, but I'm trying to push it a little bit more. And the reason why is because I really do want to do this as a living. And it's through programs like Patreon and YouTube that will allow me to do that. And so if you guys want to donate $1 or something like that, I would greatly appreciate it. What doesn't seem like a lot for you every month adds up really quickly and means a whole lot for me. And yeah, plus it has cool perks, like you get to see behind the scenes video, or I'm setting up like a voice chat where I can voice chat with people who are at certain levels, and it's going to be great. It's going to be another platform for us all to interact, as well as I get to bounce ideas off of you guys who are really invested in the channel and who care a lot and are very passionate about it, as passionate as I am. And so I get to see what your ideas behind the madness are. So check me out on Patreon. I really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. And if you guys don't have the money, then don't worry about it. I understand. I grew up very poor, and so I understand what it's like not to have a whole lot of money. Anyways, guys, that got a little bit rambly, got a little bit longer than I meant. I hope you enjoyed. I love doing these videos, and I love getting to talk to you guys and express my opinions. If there's anything that you guys want me to discuss, let me know. I am more than happy to look inside my brain and make a decision. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You guys, keep your guys, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye!